This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Civil unrest affects mine operations. Flood leaves families homeless in Leh. And the Kumul's coach resigns. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Natasha Ovoy. Thank you for joining us. Civil unrest is affecting operations at the new Porgera mine. In response, the mine will pause operations until a new road link is found. The stoppages is a blow because the mine was going to give a boost to the national economy.
General Manager at
A mining conference was told today by Porgera's General Manager, Mr. James McTynan, that reopening the mine has been challenging.
It is also a current requirement for us to pump about 100,000 litres per day of fuel across the landslip in order to maintain mining operations. Unfortunately, in Mulitaka there is a lot of social unrest unrelated to NPL. However, we are an easy target. Drunks have threatened and destroyed our pipes and pumping equipment on an almost daily basis, and there's been a significant breakdown in law and order, and the diesel inventory at Porgera is now critically low.
He described the law and order in Porgera Valley as a major problem.
Law and order in the Porgera Valley also continues to be a major problem. During the care and maintenance period, law and order continued to deteriorate. With the restart of the mine, there's been a huge influx of criminals into the valley, which is presenting a significant challenge in the mine restart.
The new Porgera mine has a large security force compared to other mines.
NPL has one of the largest security teams I've seen on any mine site, with almost 500 personnel, supported by high-tech surveillance and a 3-metre fence around the entire perimeter.
Despite this, he said they still experience illegal mining.
Despite this, there has been up to 2,000 illegal miners in the open pit on a daily basis. There have been 266 incidents of property damage since SML 13 was granted, and these range from regular attacks on our light vehicles with rocks, knives and axes, breaking into offices to destroy equipment, and most recently to set fire to one of our drill rigs.
When there was a police and defense presence at the mine, criminal activity has dropped. But when they left, the activity increased. Mr. McTynan said the ongoing unrest is causing Porgera to pause operations.
Ongoing social unrest in Mulitaka is presenting a significant risk to the restart. Unless law and order can be maintained, NPL will run out of fuel and we will stop mining until a new road is constructed.
Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Flooding due to continuous rain in Leh has left 6 families in the Pikus Estate area homeless. Floodwaters from Bumbu River surged through the area, destroying homes and displacing residents.
The devastating flood happened around 3 a.m. on Thursday morning, destroying homes, leaving 6 families homeless.
Around 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and while I'm kira big flood rain, even put down. Nah, me play no sabe this time I'm faster sleep over the morning yet go in 4 o'clock straight. And what I'm city blow house to finish. Now me play kira boss and sample blum play 1-1 or kira come down, look him or say what come finish. Nah, look him DY put down. Sample something me stop now or kira no or me play like come down and 4 o'clock. Namelo 4 and 4:30 yeah I'm say come finish yeah. Me play like say more family or go out or me play see more bedding so. Arab something. Sample me kira no because what I can finish or lose him over something I go want them house. Na sample me play house him half na half him both on him what house in karim.
Community leader Stanley Barnabas said the Office of Natural Disaster gave canvases for shelter to the flood-affected families.
I mean, no, Thursday, me blog all the disaster office, me blog report, no gimbla 6 plus cell. 12 plus cell. 12 plus cell can me play distribute him cell long all. online I can go na sit down on filia.
The affected families are now living under canvas and makeshift homes at the Picus field over the last 5 days. Mr. Barnabas said the Picus estate area is a registered customary land, therefore they need quick assistance from the Natural Disaster Office and the local and provincial governments.
This ground plus I'm 11.5 hectare. I'm family owning. I'm command of free land lease. I'm got same title or same line no irguna. Online or government title. I'm just place in one kind. So
students who are affected by the flood have not attended school as their belongings have been destroyed. Attempts to contact the Natural Disaster Office has been unsuccessful due to the absence of the coordinator. Lancy Dixon, National EMTV News, Leh.
A 33-year-old mother of two from Gulf and Central Province was brutally murdered at her workplace, allegedly by a security guard on Tuesday. Her family is in shock and wants answers from the hotel management and security firm.
The death of Linda Kaipu has left her family in shock and searching for answers. Linda, an employee at Hodava Hotel in Port Moresby, lost her life under circumstances that have yet to be fully explained. The incident, which occurred on Tuesday, has been linked to a security officer contracted by the hotel.
The suspect was arrested on that day. He admitted that he did the killing. I don't know the reason as to why, but that's a police case now.
According to Linda's sister, the hotel management swiftly removed her body to the Port Moresby General Hospital, where she was discovered by a family friend 5 hours after her murder.
We only learned of a demise by one of our uncles or brothers who works at the hospital layout, Port Moresby General Hospital layout. My sister was employed by Hodava Hotel. And it is the policy of every employer that anything happens to an employee of theirs, you would, in your right frame of mind, reach out to the family and inform the family what's happening to your employee.
They claimed the hotel failed to notify them of her death. They voiced their disappointment over the silence from the two companies since Tuesday, demanding transparency and accountability in the handling of her death.
Also come dropping every afternoon or time do normal up lab. Also the up was a dropping me. So why not all come down to that? Same up was also dropping me. Come not see message lab. That me all family can say.
Louis Mango, National EMTV News.
A senior PNG Power executive faces additional charges following allegations of forceful sexual assault against a female colleague. The Chief Commercial Officer of PNG Power, Dr. Nigel Kenneth Booker, is charged with the incident which occurred at his Port Moresby residence.
According to the 31-year-old victim, she was taken by Booker to his apartment where he allegedly coerced her into undressing and forcibly engaged in sexual intercourse despite her objections. Later that day, she complained of body pains and Booker allegedly administered pain medication via a syringe, causing her to feel unwell and disoriented. Further allegations state that Booker attempted to assault her again later that evening, preventing her from seeking help when she saw a security guard nearby. A struggle ensued, during which Booker allegedly strangled her and confined her to the bedroom until she managed to escape when his phone rang. Following the incident, the victim filed a formal complaint, leading to Booker's arrest. He has been charged with sexual assault and attempted rape. During the court appearance today, Magistrate Paul Purini read out his additional charges. The court is adjourned to 5th July. James Guken, National EMTV News.
Hospital staff are protesting at Meding Hospital have been told that the national government is neglecting their needs. Medang Province Governor Ramsey Pariwa has accused the Health Minister of neglecting the needs of Medang's people and the health workforce.
Workers presented a petition outlining long-standing grievances to the governor. They are concerned about the need for a new Medang Health Board, the appointment of a new CEO for Morilon General Hospital, and full audit of the Medang Provincial Health Authority's finances over the past 4 years. The petition detailed critical deficiency at the hospital, such as inadequate power and water supply for life-saving equipment and shortages of basic necessities for medical staff. Governor Pariwa emphasized the challenging conditions under which specialist doctors and nurses operate in Medang and said the hospital must function effectively to meet the community's needs. Mr. Pariwa clarified that while he lacks the authority to make direct appointments, he remains committed to advocating for improved healthcare services in Medang.
Mixing out now lo NEC, want the Minister of Health, Honorable Dr. Tom Lino, don't play politics with the life of people of Medang this time. No can play politics with the life of people of Medang. We are dealing with health sector. We are dealing with the lives of the people of Medang. And I am fed up. I want the government, Marabaroso government, looks away. I am fed up of playing ball games with the life of people of Medang. I will bring my submission now. You endorse it.
His concerns have been voiced across the province's 6 districts.
NEC, National Executive Council, my submission for a new board law, Provincial Health Authority will come before you. Endorse it. That's last time we talked. I won't come again. Now, by me, working audit, full audit, when the acting comes in. Full audit, no detailed expenditure report. Money go away by Maracino, by Mauso, by Caro, by Balus.
James Guken, National MTV News.
National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
Be on board this revolution. Introducing our new range of devices and giveaway frenzy. Buy a device and get a free boombox and enjoy 7 days of free streaming to MGEMs. But that's not all. You will also receive 5 gigabytes every month for the next 6 months. That's a whopping 30 gigabytes of data. Don't miss this extraordinary opportunity. Head to your nearest telecom retail outlet to grab one today. Terms and conditions apply.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
Nipla Halivim Wari belong you.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Number 1 super, like him all member, Yama mas na stop good. Time only retire or finish slow walk. Suppose you put him 10 kina more long contribution belong you, long 1 week, you buy cartons and 50,000 kina more. Time you finish slow walk. Ring him mipla now, na kisi more talk sawe. Long all way, you can up him super saving belong you.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. households will enjoy better connections and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
EMTV presents Vocal Fusion Season 11 2024, Episode 2, The Main Auditions. Airs this Sunday night at 7:30. Stay tuned to your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National MTV News. The Bank of PNG is keeping a close eye on institutions who promise to help individuals build a secured financial future and take contributions from employers. The Deputy Governor for the Bank of Papua New Guinea, Jeffrey Yabom, told the NESFAN Annual Employer Awards that superannuation had to be safely invested.
In Best Employer with Employer Voluntary Contributions, we have TST Hohola.
The Deputy Governor of the Bank of Papua New Guinea, Jeffrey Yabom, said superannuation funds had to work in the best interest of members.
If you are an employer, you need to make sure that your employees' contributions are remitted correctly to an authorized super fund. The authorized super fund, like NASH fund for the employees here, must have a system to have the contributions invested prudently on behalf of the employees.
He was speaking at NESFAN's Annual Employers Awards. An external auditor was hired by NESFAN to review nominees for 5 categories.
Out of 3,000 NASFAN registered employers, we had shortlisted 180 who fulfilled the criteria. And out of 180 employers, there were 42 award winners tonight.
In Category A for NASFAN's Chairwoman's Award, we have Goodman Fielder International PNG Limited.
The overall winners that were presented with the Chairwoman's Award were Sasago Healthcare Limited, Total Energies, and Goodman Fielders International PNG Limited. Acknowledging the responsibilities of employers, Mr. Yabom commended the NESFAN initiative.
When you take all these employer responsibilities into account, NASH Fund's initiative to introduce employer awards makes a lot of sense, acknowledging those who are outstanding role models.
The country's biggest petroleum company, Petroleum, has awarded contracts for further exploration of the licensed areas.
This is the first time that a national company has engaged in petroleum exploration in PNG. Kumul Petroleum Managing Director Wapu Song said the contract is the next step in exploration of petroleum retention license awarded to the company.
So trying to look for potential exploration opportunities within the license so we can add more gas to the license. After the seismic is done and processed and interpreted, incorporated into what we already have.
Oilmin Holdings will be responsible for all aspects of the program.
The seismic activity basically involves 79 kilometers it will cover 79 kilometers, cost us $20 million, almost half and half between the 2 licenses. It will run for maybe 4 to 6 months, I think.
General Manager of Oilmin, Fintan Lalo, said they have been operating in PNG for more than 30 years.
In the most recent years, we've been able to operate and offer clients a full turnkey solution for seismic surveys, which is very new to PNG. It's the first time a PNG company has been able to offer these services. So with our partners, S-Cube, who will be doing the data recording and processing, we are looking forward to bringing in our experience into the seismic survey and also our safety standards, which we pride ourselves on. And we're looking forward to mobilising.
Esther Gane, National MTV News.
The new Erima Primary School in Port Moresby has been given 2 3,000 litres water tanks.
The tanks come at a crucial time, with the city facing the current prediction of water shortage. The school's head teacher thanked the visiting team from the International Training Institute for their donation.
Very low to such a school like this. Let's give a hand to them. May God bless you for the initiative you have taken and the gift that you will present to us.
Mr. Kipungi said the tanks will provide water to the school population of more than 3,000 students and 71 teachers. He said with the new education structure, the school has more students than it can accommodate. To loud applause, Chairman of International Training Institute Senthil Kumaran Santival said the institute is happy to partner with the school in other projects as well.
At your school to present two water tanks, 3,000 liters each, worth 7,600 dinar. So this is just initial stage. We are looking at a lot of schools, and even for these schools, probably in the future we will be doing more things. So ultimately, I know a lot of schools are limited with the funds, and we have to help them because you are our students as well, future students.
The institute will supply the school with 30 desks and chairs for their new double-story grade 9 and 10 classrooms to be opened later this year. Tamara Agavi, National EMTV News.
The public solicitor and fire service in Leh are to get new vehicles.
The new vehicles were presented to the groups by the Deputy Prime Minister John Rosso. Leh City Authority supported public solicitor and fire service with a car each and gave 500,000 kina to St. John's Ambulance as the annual funding support. During the presentation, the Deputy Prime Minister warned the residents of Leh City to look after taxpayer-funded public utilities. He urged city residents to refrain from assaulting and attacking public solicitor and the St. John's Ambulance workers. Mr. Rosso said communities that fail to comply will not receive services from St. John's and the public solicitor. Lance C. Dixon, National EMTV News, Leh.
One of India's top tertiary institutions, Sharda University, is offering scholarships to PNG students.
Established in 1996 to bring world-class education to youths around the world, the university collaborates with about 270 higher institutions. Assistant Director of International Relations with Sharda University, Manu Agarwal, explained the education pathway with the university.
This time we are giving, this is the first time we are giving flat 50% scholarship from the Sharda University to Papua New Guinea students. Although we have a presence in 95 plus countries, but we are not giving this much scholarship. But for Papua New Guinea students, we are giving flat 50% scholarship. There is a main advantage for the students. They are getting in 1/3 of the price. If they can pursue the education trends here in UK and US, they are getting 1/3 of the price at Sharda University in India. The same kind of technologies, that same kind of faculties, the faculties we have doctorate faculties we have where they can teach latest.
Mr. Agarwal also highlighted potential partnership with the Port Moresby Technical School for an educational pathway.
Yes, we are into the discussion. We are into the discussion with POMTech. They are also planning to send some professors from India to POMTech or other university. So although we are into discussion, we are sending our professors to PNG for their education and supporting by the PNG students. Those are not able to come to India, but they want to study here in the PNG. Yes, Sharda University is ready to do that. Although we have requested if because we have getting many responses from the government.
The Sharda University is also offering a 50% scholarship to PNG students.
From the PNG government to sponsor some students. Although at Sharda University we are supporting from our side, yes, but whatever the maximum scholarship we are giving, it's 50% that government will support and students will like get educated. And as I already like speak in my presentation that we have a like pathways program. If somebody wants to like complete their degree from UK, US and Australia, yes, we have a pathways program. They can like complete 2 years there from India and 2 years further from the Australia and UK, so that it minimizes their cost.
Tamara Agavi, National EMTV News.
And now looking at the NASFAN market report. The Kina closed lower at $0.2598 US in the interbank market. At BSP, your Kina was buying $0.2523 US, 0.3730 Australian dollars, 0.2263 euro, 40.53 Japanese yen. Looking at the commodity prices at New York, close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed lower, copra closed higher, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading higher, and copper closed higher. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading higher, the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Power Energy Drink. Feel the power. The Central Music Association and MTV presents for the first time on television the Central Music Festival 2024. A 3-day festival hosted by Rigo District at the Quikila Station, featuring performances from the renowned music legends of the Central Province. Experience the types of music the Central Province has to offer, from traditional to contemporary, and secular to gospel, to sing along to the local string bands and the Peroveta. So stay tuned to watch the Central Music Festival. Day 1 tonight, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Day 2 on Friday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. And Day 3 on Sunday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Regana, Hapoa, on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Moving to overseas news. Lebanon, Hezbollah militia says the Israeli airstrike has killed one of its top commanders in the country.
Hezbollah identified the commander as Mohammed Nima Nasser. It's believed he was responsible for a section of Hezbollah's operations in the Israel-Lebanon border. He's one of the most senior Hezbollah figures to have been killed in nearly 9 months of cross-border clashes. Meanwhile, in Gaza, the UN says an Israeli airstrike has destroyed one of its schools housing displaced people in Khan Yunis. The strike was close to the city's main hospital. It comes as Palestinians flee the southern Gazan city after Israel ordered an evacuation 2 days ago.
Joe Biden is valuing the stay as the U.S. president to reassure that he's fit for the job.
The president stumbled from the early stages of the televised encounter. His team have offered a range of excuses, including a cold, a busy schedule and jet lag, even though he arrived at the president's Camp David retreat a week before the debate. Those explanations have done little to reassure Democrats about the fitness of their likely presidential nominee.
We didn't share that information ahead of time. You all asked what was going on, and then we shared that information. We didn't use that before the debate. You all asked, hey, is he under the weather? And we confirmed that he was under the weather. He pushed through. That's what this president does. He is going to continue to fight for the American people. So he pushed through it. I think anybody who does that, not just the president, should be commended.
The latest New York Times Siena College poll shows Donald Trump now has a sizable lead over Joe Biden. The incumbent trails his Republican rival by 6 percentage points at 43 to 49%. Many respondents say at 81 years old, President Biden is too old for another term, despite Mr. Trump being only a few years younger at 78. Some Democrats say that's a factor they can no longer ignore.
A T-shirt belonging to a 12-year-old girl who went missing in the creek near the remote Northern Territory of Australia.
Police say they discovered the shirt in the water upstream from Mango Creek, where the child disappeared on Tuesday afternoon. There are grave concerns for her well-being, with fears she may have been taken by a crocodile. Police and members of Parks and Wildlife remain in the area this morning, attempting to locate her.
A major police on underway for manhunt who targeted women across Sydney Northwest yesterday. Their expectations as the suspended senator in West of Australia and part of the payment will make an announcement of the future today after she was indefinitely suspended from the Labor Party caucus.
There are suggestions she's considering joining a Muslim community campaign which argues Labor has not been representing community concerns effectively. The Prime Minister has accused Senator Payman of drawing out her strategically planned political moves.
Senator Payman, of course, has made a decision to place herself outside the Labor Party. That's a decision that she made. I expect further announcements in coming days, which will explain exactly what the strategy has been over now more than a month.
We know that this is an issue that has really been dominating for more than a week now, while the government's trying to flag what it's doing in terms of cost of living relief. In terms of Senator Payman's plans, she's been indefinitely suspended from the Labor caucus since she decided last week to cross the floor, in doing so breaching Labor Party rules to split with them rather than voting as a bloc on the question of when to...
National EMTV News continues after the break with Chukai Sports. Stay with us.
They're Gold Nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack. Get a burst of Gold Nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow.
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow.
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow.
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow.
When you're on the go, one more. One more.
Get that burst of Gold Nuggets flavor.
Mega wow.
Hummer
Alamas one-time Telecom's Good Plan mobile data plans. With 8 exclusive mobile data plans to choose from, select a plan that best suits your budget. You can purchase a plan for as low as 3 kina for 1 gigabyte of data valid for 24 hours. Or receive 130 gigabyte of data valid for 30 days for only 150 kina. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Superannuation and savings belong all member time only retire or finish low work. That's all suppose you like buy him, straight him or walk him display house you have a dream and lem. Number 1 super he can have him you. You can apply low 1 plus house in advance, suppose you contribute more low 5 play year. Lo sabe more low house in advance, ring him Mipla today.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Tonight at 7 p.m.
We speak to one of 2 Taekwondo athletes qualified for the Paris 2024 Olympics, Gibson Mara.
We check out the PNG Uni Games hosted at UPNG last week.
And we speak to Head of Elite Player Development, Joe Grima, about the PNG NRL Bid Academy. Sports Scene.
Tonight at 7 p.m.
Right here on your number 1 to watch, MTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Kumul's coach Justin Holbrook has resigned after a year in the national job.
In a statement, Mr. Holbrook expressed mixed emotions on stepping down. He has taken up another role as the Australian assistant coach to Mal Meninga for the Pacific Championships. The championships clash with a series that the Kumuls are playing in. The former Player 10 coach has continued to be an assistant coach at the Sydney Roosters while taking on the Kumuls role. PNG's Rugby Football League CEO, Stanley Hondina, said he respected Mr. Holbrook's decision and wished him well in his future endeavours. The league will be advertising for a coach in the coming days. Mr. Hondia said the league have yet to announce dates for Prime Minister's 8th and the Pacific Championships. Claire Mauta, Trukai Sports.
With months of hard work and tough battles, Port Moresby AFL will host the women's grand final this weekend between the underdogs, Geruhu Magpies, and last year's runner-up, West Eagles.
This weekend will see the Magpies face off against Eagles. Both teams have shown exceptional skills and determination throughout the season, earning their spot in the competition. In an interview, Geruhu Magpies captain Marian Ila shared his thoughts on the competition.
It has been a really tough day for all of us Magpies, but we managed to pull it off. And I'm so happy that all of us, as a Geruhu Magpies, we are really proud that we made it through the grand final. We fought against the West, but they won us. But we went down and we beat the Dockers, and then we came up again. So I'm really happy that this game is going to be a really tough game for all of us. But we'll just show our best and then make it off. Who's going to be the winner?
West Eagles captain Maeve Loga also gave insights on their preparations.
We are well prepared now to get the Geruhu Magpies. Last year, some of us were injuries, and we got some injuries, so we didn't play properly. Therefore, this season we are ready.
Geru Magpies matron and founder Rachel Talania said this is the second grand final since 2015.
Maybe just to get the girls play the way they play, have fun. And if we win it, all good. If we lose it, that's okay. As long as we made it into the grand final once again.
West Eagles coach John Timothy said his side is ready and looking forward for the games.
Gerehu is a strong team as well. We played them in the qualifying finals, and we know how it is like to go against them again in the grand final. So the girls are well prepared for this grand final. Thank you.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
After a rainy game of tossing and tackling in the muddy field, Morobe Rugby Union has successfully completed its round 5 matches and is looking forward to kick off round 6 this Saturday at the Igam Barracks Oval. The morning matches will be the A grade, where Vikings will play against City Lights, Reds to play against Pirates, Defence against Royals and Mantis against Harlequins. The day matches will be one of the Women's Open, where Reds will go against Defence and Harlequins against Royals. Rounding up the matches for the day in the Premier, City Lights versus Vikings, Mantis versus Harlequins, Royals versus Defence, and Reds versus Pirates. Chukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Share the love with Gullah Ice Cream, Gullah Cone Ice Creams, Gullah Stick Ice Creams, and Gullah Classic Tub Ice Creams. Happiness begins with the Gullah range of fun flavors which create taste adventures and excitement with every bite. Treat yourself. Share with a friend while chilling. The whole family will enjoy. Everyone has their favorite. Which one is yours? Share the love with Gullah Ice Creams.
Gullah, Gullah, yum. Top up now with Telecom's Good More bundles. Subscribe to any of Telecom's more bundle plans, ranging from 3 kina to 75 kina to enjoy unlimited on-net calls, more SMS, more data with increased off-net minutes. Choose from 8 exclusive plans, packed with more value to experience seamless communication with your family and friends. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime. Terms and conditions apply.
It's the simple things that make life more meaningful and memorable. To rejuvenate in a perfect setting and enjoy every moment. It's about your time, enjoying great taste, to relax and unwind. Shady Rest Hotel, a great place to stay in paradise.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
I feel like I have been murdered, but my body has been left alive.
They bring to light what was in the dark.
Their attackers were found guilty, but weren't jailed.
Lifestyles amplified on the big screen.
I could feel my brain shutting down.
The evils of a secret war.
This is 60 Minutes.
Watch 60 Minutes, 9 p.m. Sunday, right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
The finest fibre in the world.
The price we can get for this, it makes it worth us taking it on.
Man and machine working the high country.
We don't just live on it, we live with the land. So it's like a little gold mine for the microorganisms in the soil.
Hyundai Country Calendar, 7:30 p.m. Monday, right here on the number one to watch, EMTV.
EMTV presents Vocal Fusion Season 11 2024, Episode 2, The Main Auditions. Airs this Sunday night at 7:30. Stay tuned to your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Chukai Sports. Primary schools and high schools in Salt and Nomane local level government areas have their athletics carnival tomorrow. President of Simbu Athletics, Mr. Gera Kindine, said many potential athletics are in the rural settings and their aim is to stage school carnivals in rural schools to identify raw talent. They may then be included in the Simbu team for the Highlands and Momasa Regional Championships, National Youth Games and National Championships. So far, a total of 9 schools will participate in the carnival. Port Moresby AFL PNG is set to host the Southern Region Trials in preparation for the South Pacific game in November this year. Jonathan Sibona reports.
In an exclusive interview with Trukai Sports today, Port Moresby AFL Association President Douglas Lai said a total of 150 players will take part in the trials.
We've finalized the Southern Regional Trials selections. We have 3 men's teams from NCD, and we have 2 central teams. So total of 5 teams taking part starting on Saturday, 5 matches before the women's grand final, and then on Saturday another 5 matches. Basically this would be to select Moresby's home AFL's train-on squad for the Pacific Cup in November.
Lai further elaborated on the trials and gave insights leading up to the South Pacific Cup.
We will run them through round-robin games on Saturday and Sunday, and then we'll select a final list of train-on squad of 40 to 45 players, and then we'll run them through training to cut the team down to a required number of probably 30 or 28 or 25. A total of 150 players that are going to be competing for 40 spots. So it's going to be a very difficult task for the selectors. But definitely we should, put our selections right, and then we'll come up with the last 40, final 40.
Lai said the association is happy and looking forward to pick the best team for the side this weekend. Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
World-renowned kickboxer Stanley Nanex has announced the first National Kickboxing Championship title belt. The belt will be presented as part of the boxing showdown called The Last Man Standing.
The Kickboxing Federation is gearing up for the Last Man Standing showdown this Sunday at the indoor sporting complex at the Sir John Guy Stadium.
Not only on the national level, but I think I would say international level. We had produced a good number of international fighters, world champions, international champions, South Pacific champions, international champions, both men and women. The sport is growing really big in the country, and it's not just about fighting, but it's bringing a lot of positive contributions back into the country.
Mr. Nandex said the event is the first of its kind in the country, with more than 60 fighters, including 12 female boxers, to compete in the semi-professional matches.
I would say after years of that, we have now produced our own title belt. As you can see, it's been designed well to represent all the provinces. Has got flags and with a map inside, and it's been internationally recognized, certified.
The belt was made in Pakistan and crafted in PNG to promote kickboxing as a catalyst for socio-economic development.
This belt will be only given to 2 divisions. The last man standing is in the 65 kilogram and the 70 kilogram. So there will be 8 fighters making their way into the finals, and the last man standing will walk away with the title belt.
Mr. Nandek said the top 10 fighters will be selected to train with him and the K1 Fighting Network. Fighters from 9 provinces will contest in the 6 divisions.
Hela taken part, Enga, Southern Highlands, Western Highlands, Chimbu, Koroka, Morobe, Central, NC.
Mr. Nandek said he aims to provide opportunities to fighters who are committed to excel at the professional level. Claire Mauta, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
It's the simple things that make life more meaningful and memorable. To rejuvenate in a perfect setting and enjoy every moment. It's about your time, enjoying great taste, to relax and unwind.
Shady Rest Hotel, a great place to stay in paradise.
Tonight at 7 p.m.
we speak to one of 2 Taekwondo athletes qualified for the Paris 2024 Olympics, Gibson Mara.
We check out the PNG Uni Games hosted at UPNG last week.
And we speak to Head of Elite Player Development, Joe Grima, about the PNG NRL Bid Academy. Sports Scene.
Tonight at 7 p.m.
Right here on your number 1 to watch, MTV.
For more than the life we've known, there is more to what the future holds. You be holding on the walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And now we take a look at the weather report for the next 24 hours. Southern region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Daru, cloudy with some rain, showers and possible thunderstorms. Kerema, few showers and possible thunderstorms. Alotau, few showers and possible thunderstorms. And Popondetta, mostly cloudy with some rain, showers and possible thunderstorms. In the Momase region, Ley City, mostly cloudy with some rain, showers and possible thunderstorms. Medang, partly cloudy with chances of few shower and drizzles. Wewak, partly cloudy with possible few showers. And Vanimo, partly cloudy with possible few showers. In the NGI region, Lorengau, some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. KVN, some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Kokopo and Rabaul, few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Kimbe, partly cloudy with possible shower storms. And Buka, some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, partly cloudy with brief showers. Goroka and Kundiawa, partly cloudy with few showers. Mendi, Tari and Wabek, partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Waters of South and PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Islands, to Kerema to Yule Island, to Hood Point to Samarai Islands, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and all Milne Bay Islands, seas 1.5 to 2 meters. Waters of Cape Vogel to Hoan Gulf to Fincherfen, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Fincherfen to Whittier Strait to Siasi, Long Island to Karkar Island, seas 2 to 3 meters. Waters of Medang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of New Ireland to East New Britain, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Bougainville, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of West New Britain, seas 1.5 to 2 meters. Coral Sea sees rough southeast winds of 20 to 33 knots. Solomon Sea sees moderate to rather rough southeast winds of 15 to 24 knots. Bismarck Sea sees moderate southeast to easterly winds of 15 to 20 knots. Pacific Ocean sees slight east to southeast winds of 5 to 10 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Thursday, 4th of July 2024. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.